On the night of August 8, 1963, one of the most daring and audacious heists in history took place in the heart of England. A meticulously planned robbery saw 15 criminals make off with £2.6 million, equivalent to over £50 million today, from a Royal Mail train. The Great Train Robbery was the work of master criminals, who used precision, patience, and ingenuity to pull off a crime that would captivate the world. The robbery didn't begin with a single night of planning. No, the criminals behind the Great Train Robbery had spent months, even years, carefully orchestrating their moves. Led by mastermind Bruce Reynolds, the gang had done their homework. They knew the timing, the route, and the security measures of the high-value train, known as the Night Mail, which carried cash, securities, and valuables from Scotland to London. The criminals began by targeting the train's scheduled stop at the Cheddington railway station, just outside London. The train would slow down as it entered a section of track, and that's where they planned to strike. But these weren't ordinary thieves. They needed to stop the train, but they also needed to ensure they wouldn't be caught immediately. So, they decided to cut off the train's communications by tampering with the signals. Under the cover of darkness, the gang set to work. Using a fake signal, they tricked the driver into stopping the train at a designated spot, exactly where they wanted. Once the train was halted, the robbers climbed aboard, and chaos was unleashed, though no one on board was harmed. The gang knew exactly where to look. They targeted the car carrying the Royal Mail's cash, locked and secured in a stronghold at the front of the train. But it wasn't just brute force that won the day. The robbers were methodical, using expert planning to break into the car. They used a specially designed tool to open the locked doors and find the money in bulk. They quickly loaded it all into bags, making sure not to attract attention. In under 30 minutes, the gang had stolen £2.6 million, more than enough to make any man wealthy for life. The robbers had planned their getaway with precision. They used vehicles parked nearby to transport the loot, and then quickly fled to a remote farmhouse in the countryside to lay low. They had struck without leaving any immediate evidence or traces. But this wasn't the end of the story. As word of the robbery spread, it sent shockwaves across the nation. A manhunt of unprecedented scale ensued. Despite the robbers' careful planning, their downfall was inevitable. Within weeks, detectives discovered key leads that would unravel the operation. Several members of the gang were captured, but not all of them were caught right away. Some managed to escape with a portion of the loot, and the police continued their search for years. Over the following years, many of the criminals were apprehended and sent to prison. Bruce Reynolds, the mastermind behind the heist, was eventually caught after a daring escape attempt, and many of the stolen funds were recovered. But a significant amount of the money was never found. The Great Train Robbery became a symbol of both criminal genius and the enduring thrill of the perfect crime, an operation so bold, so well executed, that it almost seemed too unbelievable to be true. Today, the Great Train Robbery is remembered not just as a crime, but as a moment in time when a group of criminals defied the odds and pulled off an audacious heist that shook the world. From meticulous planning to an almost flawless execution, it stands as one of the most iconic robberies in history, inspiring countless books, films, and documentaries. So, was it a case of criminal brilliance or just a perfect storm of luck? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and follow for more timeless tales.